iPhone XR unboxing and initial thoughts. Is this the iPhone XS killer? Here's my trusty Swiss Army knife. This is how I start off most of my unboxings these days, but not when it comes to Apple products. Upon examining the box, Apple has matched up the color of the Apple logo with the color of the device. I went for the baby sky blue color. I picked up the 128 gig version. Compared to the 64 gig, I couldn't pass up all the extra storage for just $50 more. After the plastic removing ceremony is over, we take a closer look at the device itself. It feels great in hand and has matching aluminum on the sides and outside edges to match the color of the phone. Glad to see the reduced price didn't mean that we were losing on some of our basic hardware features like the volume slider. Based on a quick overview, this device is not missing anything. Looks amazing and feels great to hold. Again, in typical Apple fashion, we've only received 3 things in the box. First is our charging plug. Next is our USB to Lightning cable. Last are Apple's earbuds, not to be mixed up with Apple AirPods, which at first glance you might actually think Apple gave you some AirPods, but they didn't. When moving over from another iPhone, setting up the iPhone XR is a breeze. Apple's Quick Start requests that I bring my iPhone closer to the XR and we get that magic Apple love. This is where other manufacturers need to step it up. No one does integration like Apple does. Makes setup of a new device extremely easy and fast. Good job, Apple. Big thumbs up there. A lot has already been said about the XR. Or is it the XR? I don't know, I'm gonna screw this one up too. Some say the sales are going to be good right from the very beginning of this device dropping, an instant success for Apple. Based on my experience at the Apple store yesterday, the jury is still out on this. The screen on this device has caught a lot of attention and is the biggest downgrade or compromise compared to the other models. The question is, can you tell the difference? I just sat my XS Max and my XR side by side and watched a full 14-minute video in 720 resolution. To be fair, if we're doing an honest comparison, we have to compare 720 to 720. We can't compare 720 to 1080. That wouldn't be fair. I couldn't tell the difference between the two. That's right, the more expensive OLED device compared to the liquid retina display on a side-by-side comparison, no difference at all. That means the argument that the lesser quality device and the lesser quality screen isn't as good is out the window. For pushing the 720, it sure is a beautiful display. So if you want the Apple phone with the OLED screen, you gotta bump it up to the XS or the XS Max. That's how most products work. If you want something better, you have to pay for it. No difference here. I think the big splash is that Apple typically stays consistent across all devices with the screens, but not this time. I appreciate you watching the video. The XR is a new model for Apple altogether, and I'm glad you're here with me experiencing it together. Head down to the comments section and answer this question for me. Who is this device for? Is it for the kids with the fun colors? Is it for the person that wants an iPhone but doesn't want to pay the $1,000 entry XS or even the more expensive XS Max price tag? Is it for the businesses that want to put all their employees on iPhones and save some money while doing it? Is it for people that say the XS is too small but the XS Max is too big? This one's right in the middle. In the comments, let me know what you think the target market is for the XR and why. While you're down there, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you're not already part of my tech-loving community, go ahead and activate the notification bell while you're at it. That way, you get notified when my videos come out. All in all, after spending most of the day with this device in my pocket, I'm impressed. It's just as smooth as my XS Max and just as responsive as my Note 9 with far more RAM. So it's definitely holding up. But what about that camera? Here are a few shots I took in my yard. Can you see a difference in these photos? I've spent some time looking over them and I don't see anything that would suggest these photos didn't come from the same camera. We got a killer camera, but a screen that limits us. We take a photo with this awesome camera, but the screen isn't capable of showing us the true resolution of the photo we just took. This may sound bad, but we've been doing this with 4K video for years now. Not many phones can display 4K footage, but they do record in 4K and we watch them back on our devices and we haven't been complaining. Well, now the same goes for photos as well with the iPhone XR. The next question that we need to answer this time, but it does take a little bit more time to figure out, does it matter? Based on the short period of time I've spent with this phone today, I'm gonna say no, it doesn't matter that much. It would be completely irrelevant if this price tag started with a 6 instead of a 7. If this phone started at $649, I don't think anybody would care. But it starts at $749. We are in the entry-level flagship price bracket. There is a reasonable expectation that this phone should have at least 1080p, and it doesn't. That is what all the buzz is about. I think whoever buys this phone is gonna be happy with the screen. I'm spoiled, so for myself, I guess I would say, all in all, I'm happy with the screen. I don't have any complaints. I had to think about it and I would give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching the video. In the description, you can find a Gleam link. Click on that link and get the details to the upcoming giveaway in December. It's going to be huge, a ton of fun, lots of prizes, lots of giveaways, lots of love for the love of tech over to you. If you share this video on social media, take a screenshot, send it to contact me at the4theloveoftech.com, and I'll give you an additional 5 more entries into the giveaway per social media share. That's right, send me multiple screenshots, 1 email. If you want to get an entry the old-fashioned way, let me go ahead and get a Roman numerals 10,795 and tell me, do you think the lower resolution screen would keep you from buying this device? For the love of tech, go in your closet, go under your bed, go in your car, pull out your old electronics, dust them off, shine them up, give them to someone that's not using them anymore, and for the love of tech, namaste.